Hey guys, Joe here. Doing a pickup video while I'm installing some stuff on an Xbox. Now, I actually have enough stuff to probably do 3 videos, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So over the next 3 days, you're going to see 3 different videos come out from this guy. It looks like you're really far away, but you're really not. I'm using my phone right now because my Asus is not working right, and all I've got right now is my little Dell, and I don't want to, well, I don't want to kill it. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to film these on the phone, throw them up, at least you're getting a video. Hopefully the quality's okay. Again, I'm blocking as much of the light as I can in order to make the videos visible. So, my estate couple, the people that go out buying estates pretty much primarily only for antiques, collectibles, things like that. And we talked a little bit, and it turns out they like to take some of their stuff to auctions, and that's what they do with a lot of it. But they're going to be slowing down because the auction house they use is actually closed for the winter. So I'm going to hook them up with an auction house in town that hopefully runs all year long. If they do, then they'll keep looking, because they called me today with a bunch of stuff and I had to go get it. I mean, come on. Come on, Toy Story, light gun shooting thingamajigger bobber. I have no idea, but it's actually complete. So, yeah. So I drove an hour for that. Oh, also got a Activision plug and play. Activision plug and play. I'm assuming this has a bunch of like Centipede games like that on there. Don't really care for them, but I already have like 2 other ones, so I figured I might as well just keep these. And of course, you got the Atari version. You know, classic Atari controllers. I remember when these first came out, and I played it on the original system, so that's how old I am, kids. Alright, outside of that, there was actually a few things worth getting. That's a door for a Nintendo Wii. They had a few systems, a Model 2 Genesis, and this is an aftermarket power adapter. That's fine. I have an original power adapter, believe it or not. And I sold my Model 2, so it's good to have another one back. Just so you guys know, sorry, I was reading something on the bottom of the system. Just so you guys know, GameStop is actually paying pretty good prices on some systems here, and I'm going to give you the lowdown on what they are. How long they're going to keep doing it, I'm not 100% sure, but some of the systems, sorry about that. I'm also installing stuff I didn't realize I had. I'm not sure if the Xbox Live membership I have has just been storing all the stuff I can download, or if it's just the way things are going. But I just got Minecraft Xbox One Edition, woohoo! And I'm using my wireless S controller because I can use that with computer too. Sorry about that. Had to flip over this piece of plastic that was covering it. Anyways, so you got 1, 2 PS2 Slims. There was only 1 power pack, but there were several controllers. I don't really care. I'll clean them up and see if they work. What scares me, and I don't know how well it's going to show, but inside the USB ports, there's some rust, which means systems might have gotten wet at some point, and if they've gotten wet, then they're not going to work correctly. Possibly. I don't know. She said she plugged them in, and it sounded like discs were spinning in there, but who knows what that means. A Wii that I haven't tried to see if there's a disc in it yet or not. Turns out I sold all my power supplies and didn't realize it, so now I gotta find a new power supply for this one just to see if it'll work. It's got a broken door, but I don't care. Let's see. GameCube. This one had the power adapter. It's got everything with it. Well, it sounds like there's something loose underneath. And that's because there is a 64 meg memory card in here. For those of you that don't know, that is actually a pretty big card for a GameCube. It's aftermarket, it's Nyko, but Hell, I'll take that. Okay, score. Is there anything else in here? How about a GameStop memory card? That's kind of funny. And that's it. Okay. I heard the noises before, but I didn't bother checking them out because I didn't know it was in there. Now, GameStop doesn't take memory cards for the GameCube, even though they do take the GameCube. So now I got some extra memory cards. Just so you know, if you have an extra one of these, they trade in for $30 right now. That is quite a bit of money. It's more than I expected them to be trading in for, and that means that I can get rid of a few of my extras. However, I'm also going to sell a few of them at 30 bucks to a couple of my friends that all of a sudden decided they want GameCubes. Along with this GameCube, I got not one, but two first-party controllers. However, the sticks, sorry, I'm doing this backwards. The sticks are a little bit worn out, but they feel good, but the nubs are bad, so I'll have to switch those out at some point. Something called an Ion Educational Gaming System. Now, this is something I could really care less about. It has a couple of DVDs in there that are SpongeBob. However, it also looks like it might be its own projector. So I'm going to get it working and hook it up and see what it does. Because if it plays, let's see, are these CDs or DVD? Best day ever. They're CD based, so it doesn't matter. But if you have any old CD based movies, you may be able to play them in here. So I'm going to check it out and see if the projector works. Not one, but two Sega Genesis controllers. And these trade in for a few bucks a piece. The 6 button is worth $5. The 3 button is worth $3. As you can see, I'm just kind of getting through the crap. Something called a Dream Gear controller with fluid in it, which is bizarre. If anybody's seen one of these, let me know. It just doesn't seem like a good idea. It looks like it's the cheap ass ones that you can get somewhere. This one's broken anyways, but why is it filled with fluid? I don't get that. Little USB adapter for powering things, which is handy to have. Original DualShock 2. Wow, the light is pretty bad and I apologize. But this one looks like it's really grody. I think they bought an old estate or something, because most of these controllers really need to be taken apart and cleaned after I test them. Third party Mad Catz Xbox. Yes, because that's an Xbox. No, this is a PS2 plug-in. And this one, which I'm going to clean up and keep for myself, because this is actually a first party blue clear PS1 controller. Now, you don't see these very often, and this one actually looks like it's going to clean up really well. The buttons all feel really nice. And I have a PS1, and maybe I'll do like a custom blue paint job on it for that controller. Let's see. PS3 gun, which is fine. I don't have a Move right now, but I'm sure I can find one. I find them all the time. Once I do, I'll have to get the controller. I don't think I've ever had the thumbstick, but I'll find one. And then we've got some games. First one is Genesis. These are all Genesis. It's called Abrams Battle Tank. And again, these all need to be cleaned. You've got Wayne Gretzky and the NHLPA All-Stars. So I don't know if that is a misprint, or I'm pretty sure that NHLPA is National Hockey League Player Association, whatever. Sonic 2, which I have like 60 of these. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. I like this game. I really do like this game, so I'm probably going to play that one. And NHL 96, which, who cares? Couple of PS3 controllers, a gold one And these are actually in fairly good shape. Again, they need to be cleaned really well, but overall they look like they're in good shape. And a camo one. I don't need them. I'm probably just going to sell them. I haven't decided yet. I might keep one. I may trade them for black ones. I don't know. We'll see. Now, yeah, Nintendo games, right? Okay. Some just ordinary stuff, but it's been a long time since I found Nintendo games in the wild. And you got Spy Hunter, Roger Clemens Baseball, and as you can see, he's throwing so hard he's actually pulling the label off. So, way to go, Mr. Clemens. That's a joke. The triple pack, Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and World Class Track Meet. Now, there's a couple of good games in here, so I'm not going to show you those until we're done. Hogan's Alley. So you need the light gun for this. I'm ashamed to say I don't have any Nintendos right now. I sold my last one. The last one I had was that complete one in the box that I made the tray for. So let's see here. Come on. Everybody needs a copy of Bad Dudes. And I do have to get these cleaned up. They're pretty grody. Again, I'm pretty sure it was a waterlogged place that these things sat at. Kings of the Beach. I played this when I was very young and it was a brand new game and I liked it back then. I don't care for it now. Of course, I don't care for pretty much any old Nintendo game now until you start talking about some of the better ones, such as Fruity-de-Loopy-Doo, Contra. Now, it's hard to see, but the contacts are a little bit buggered on some of them, so I'm going to take some alcohol to them and possibly some very light sandpaper and see if I can clean them off. And I will test them at a buddy's shop. You've got the original Yoshi on Nintendo. Obviously, it's on Nintendo because all of these are Nintendo games. You've got the original Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. Where the hell is a oh, you're reflecting off. I'm sorry. Mario Brothers 2. Excuse me. Super Mario 2. You guys might click away right now, but I have never completed a Super Mario game. Super Mario Bros. 3. And yes, I've never finished this one either. The original DuckTales, and trust me, I almost had a heart attack when I saw the text with the picture and I saw the word DuckTales, and I was thinking, oh, and then it turns out it's just DuckTales. And the best one in the entire thing, the main thing that made me want to pick this all up, is Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, these are not cheap, my friends. These are quite expensive, just this game. Goes for like 35, 40 bucks just for that game. So I will definitely get all my money back, plus some, just on this stack of games here. Wow, that is a very wide angle on that front camera. I traded, since GameStop takes, I don't know why I keep pointing at you. Since GameStop takes retro now, they had taken in just one loose orange Funtastic controller, so I traded a gray one for it. Yeah, and I already had the memory pack. And that's another thing. Nintendo 64, 35 bucks on trade-in. I got a guy that sells them to me for 20 bucks and I can flip them and sell them for 35. Kind of make your money back. So that's all from my favorite estate people. I do have 4 other things to show you from 2 different places, and then this video will be done. So thank you for being patient. First one is something a customer gave us. because we don't take regular Xbox. Now we take retro, but Xbox and PS2 games are still too new. PS1 games we take, but not Xbox. As you can see, it's Half-Life 2, but the reason why I wanted this one is, look at, what is that reflecting? Oh, it's me. Hello, me. It's meception. But no, if you actually look at the disc like I'm doing right now, you'll see that it's in really solid shape. On PSP, a game I don't have, which is the only reason I got it, and I'm going to have to change the case because the little tabs that hold the game in are broken. Wipeout Pure. I've always liked the Wipeout series. It's one of those games you can play for like 20, 25 minutes and just get up and walk away from. It's good to have a couple of games like that in your collection. For $1 a piece, I got Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. Transform and race on land, air, and water. And I already had a copy of it, but for $1, this one is much nicer than mine, is Driver on PS1. I did sell some of my loose PS1 games because GameStop does take those, and most of the loose ones I have like a quarter into, and I was getting like $4, $5, $6 for some of them. You can go to GameStop, and usually they will just print off the list of games that they will accept. Now, it's going to show you what they sell for. It doesn't show you what they come in for because it does vary from location to location. Last game was $1, and it is Marvel's Ultimate Alliance Greatest Hits. Now, the reason why I bought this one is because it does have the bonus disc as well as the game disc. And just like the other game, this one has literally, I don't think, ever been played. I think they bought this game, put it on the shelf, and that was it. So yeah, that was the pickups. Now, all told, I'm into that entire crate, all the Nintendo games, those 5 games on top, for a little over $100. But I can tell you for a fact that if I trade in both of those and sell 4 of the Nintendo games, I'll get my $100 back and I can keep everything else. However, I'm keeping this one. This one, it's a little rattly, so I'll probably sell this one. But this one is actually in really good shape. So this will be my play controller, because I've also really gotten back into playing some PS games, and great movie. I use my PS3 as my Bluetooth player, but I really like playing Gran Turismo 2. There you go. Trying to get it out of the reflection. But Gran Turismo 2 is the game that really got me into car racing. I liked Gran Turismo 1, but this was a step above and beyond. And when you have a backwards compatible PS3, you don't need memory cards. You have digital ones that are embedded into the system. So, yeah. Looks like all my stuff is downloaded, so I'm going to get back to gaming. And that is about it for tonight. Again, I'm going to do probably 3 videos in total, including some more pickups as well as a business venture that I'm starting with a friend. So I will talk to you guys later about those. So for now, you've got me saying goodbye. Bye bye, sweet prince.